Hi everyone, Rob here from Policy and Practice, one of the business development managers, and I'm joined today by Vali Goldenberg, the head of marketing at Salary Finance, and we're going to be chatting all things Salary Finance, a bit about your role, a bit about the mission at Salary Finance, income maximisation, the better off calculator, etc., etc. I feel a bit like Michael Parkinson, so it's a hard act, but I'm going to give it a go. So yeah, thanks for joining me today, Vali. Really appreciate your time. And I suppose the best place to start is just tell me a little bit about Salary Finance and your mission.
Yeah, absolutely. So Salary Finance, or SF, we're a financial wellbeing provider. We have a very strong social mission, which is to help millions of people live financially happy and healthier lives. So, concepts like accessibility and inclusion are very important to us. So we provide our clients' employees with a range of different financial products that they can repay through their salary. So that includes affordable loans, the ability to advance on their earned pay, simple savings as well, where the contributions are taken from their salary. And all of that is supported by our financial education proposition, which is like the wrapper around it. And that's what we do. We've, over the last 10 years now, partnered with over 500 different employers, and we support over 3.9 million colleagues. So something we're very proud of. But that is Salary Finance in a nutshell.
Brilliant. I think it's coming up for a year now since we first started working together. I think it's July.
Yeah, the pilot started in July. Yeah, absolutely. So it's now nearly been a year.
Over, hasn't it? So what do you do at Salary Finance? Can you tell us a little bit about your role?
Yes, absolutely. So I've been at Salary Finance for a very long time, actually. I joined in 2019. Today, I lead the marketing team at SF. So focusing on all things communications, the communications that go to our clients, the communications that go to our clients' employees and our customers. So I oversee the strategic direction of our messaging and ensuring that, it's very much in sync with our mission, and our goal being to raise awareness, increase engagement, ultimately trying to help as many people as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the work you do is fantastic. You definitely go above and beyond. I'd recommend to anyone to check out the YouTube channel. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
The content you guys put out is unbelievable. So I suppose leading and getting into the income maximisation better off calculator part, how did you first learn about the issue of unclaimed benefits?
Yeah, so I first learned about unclaimed benefits through Jason Butler, who was our former head of financial education here at SF. He worked at SF for the longest time, and he volunteers every Wednesday at Citizens Advice. And he would often come back from his sessions talking to me about it. And he would often mention him using the Better Off calculator during his sessions, helping individuals identify, the financial support that they might be entitled to and how powerful that was. So that's when I first became aware of the tool. And also became aware of the work that Policy and Practice does. So that's how it all started.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy, fantastically passionate. I do miss playing with him, actually. So I suppose then that leads me on to, you kind of learn about the issue of unclaimed benefits. What then drove that decision for SF to include a benefit calculator or the better off calculator within your customer journey?
Well, it was a bit of a no-brainer because as a financial wellbeing provider, it's very important to us to offer tools that actually really truly make a difference to employees both in and outside of work. So when we discovered the calculator, realized how simple and user-friendly it was, and then coupled with its mission, of actually supporting people's financial well-being and the real world impact it can have for its users, it kind of was an obvious choice for us because it aligned so perfectly with our own goals of providing solutions that have a real tangible impact on people. So it felt like a very coherent choice.
Yeah, I think it really does. I think it was a really good fit from the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I suppose talking around how and where did you implement it? And then secondly, I suppose people like to know, how did you find the implementation process?
Yes, we took on a two-phase approach. So we initially launched the calculator as a pilot from July to December 2024. So during the pilot, we made the tool available through various different channels. I remember it went on our financial education platform that we call Learn. And then we introduced it to clients for the very first time as part of a touch point that we call quarterly business reviews. It's just our opportunity to speak to clients every quarter about what's important. And that was featured there. And then the following quarter, we also shared MI with clients, after a few months of launching it, to be able to show them the actual impact and how many of the employees were using the tool, and then the financial benefits that they were uncovering through doing that. And another thing we did during that sort of phase one was emailing around 100,000 of our existing salary finance customers about the tool, just to make them aware of the benefits that they might derive from it. And we got really good engagement from that email, and we actually sent another one about the same theme quite recently. So yeah, that's how we went about it. We really wanted to sort of qualify and quantify the concept first, understand the appetite from clients and from employees. And then in January this year, we sort of launched the tool officially post-pilot phase.
Yeah, you've done a fantastic job. I mean, we know there's 23 billion currently unclaimed every year. And the number one reason is just it's awareness or lack of awareness.
Yeah.
So raising awareness is great. And we see with our partners, the better job you do at raising the awareness piece, that you do really, really well, the better the impact. And what you guys have done again is just fantastic. So I suppose that actually is a good segue into the next question. Do you feel it's had a worthwhile significant impact on your employees, or the employees rather?
Yeah. To be honest, it's been such a rewarding experience to get to talk about this issue with clients and raise their own awareness about unclaimed benefits. And then the proof is in the pudding, actually, in terms of the numbers. If we look at the impact in just a few months, we have over 6,200 employees across our client book that have used the calculator since we launched. And then just below 2 million in benefits have been identified as potentially available, which is a huge number. And then just below 260,000 identified as unclaimed, which amounts to an average of £458 per month. So these numbers are very powerful. We've been able to report back, share with our clients those numbers to highlight the difference it's making, and then encouraging them to do more communications about the tool on a BAU manner. Every time we create communications about SF, we list all of the products, and we also include the Better Off calculator as one of the key proposition that the employees can benefit from. So yeah, I'd say it's been equally rewarding to raise awareness of the issue with our clients, and then demonstrate that the tool is really making a difference in addressing the problem of financial inclusion in the UK. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a theme we see across, with all our partners, that they log into the impact reporting, and every day that number's changing, and it's just staggering. And it's still hard to believe, like you say, an average of £450 per household. That's life-changing money.
Yeah.
Well, who wouldn't want an extra £450 a month? It's a real significant difference, isn't it? So I suppose final question is kind of, what does the future hold for Better Off calculator income maximization, SF? What are the plans for the future?
I think we're now at a point, so we've identified some key channels to talk about the tool. So our communication with clients, the employees, our customers, and we're now looking at ways we can signpost the calculator in more places at key relevant times when people might need it the most. So I'm currently working with our customer service team and making sure they have all the information they need so that they can signpost the calculator at the right time, whether it's when a customer is not suitable to get credit, or when we talk about relevant topics around savings or managing debt, or how to make your money go further. So it's really become a key element of our proposition. It's about finding all the areas where it can be mentioned. Another team that I have in mind in terms of next step to make sure they can signpost it is our collections team, for example. So yeah, there are a few additional areas that we're going to look into to make sure it goes as far as possible.
Fantastic. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing, further impact that you guys are going to achieve, that I know you will achieve. And I think for me that it's great. And thanks so much for your time. It may be worthwhile, actually, again, I mentioned the YouTube channel earlier. So where can people find your website address and the YouTube channel? What's the best way to access that?
Yeah, people can go on salaryfinance.com and find everything that they need, and from there have an understanding of what we offer. And if they type Salary Finance on YouTube, they'll also find us there.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Vali. It's been a pleasure, and looking forward to another 12 months, at least.
Yes, thank you so much.